would you like to get updates on Major League Baseball, National Football League, and even NASCAR racing? How about weather, anytime, anywhere? MapQuest navigational assistance, local TV, CNN, restaurant guides and ratings while you travel. All this fun stuff for just $9.99 a month. Come see us at any Southeastern Cellular location for the best deals ever.
Hey everybody, it's Barry Miller. Welcome to this week's episode of Big Boys Toys. Yes, we're in Biloxi, Mississippi. Cruising the coast. Been telling you we're coming down here for the last 3 or 4 months on the show. Well, we're here. Cars everywhere. People having a good time. If you didn't come this year, you're going to miss it because it's a lot of cars already here. They're coming in more every day. This is Wednesday night. We just got here. Look at this 61 Pontiac. If you didn't come, you miss a lot of these cars because these cars are everywhere. I was looking at a field full of them right now. So sit back, relax. We'll be right back with Big Boys Toys. He might get on next week. It sounds pretty good, don't it? We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for Big Boys Toys. Tonight, your host Barry Miller will bring you the sleekest, trimmest automobiles from around the area that have been beautifully restored. If you love streamlined, full-force race cams, the show is for you. So sit back, but don't get too relaxed. This is Big Boys Toys.
Looking for great savings on new and pre-owned cars and trucks? Then head on over to Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC. Our courteous and knowledgeable sales team is ready to show you our huge selection of cars and trucks at out-the-door prices. Don't settle for our competition's offer. At Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, we're committed to sales, service, and customer satisfaction. So head on over to Ron Newton's. We'll treat you right. That's Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, top of the hill, Quintard.
First vehicle, Joe Evans, a 1961 Pontiac Bonneville. Joe, welcome to Big Boys Toys. You're the first. You're the first for 2006 on Big Boys Toys.
Appreciate that very much.
We're going to get to the car in just a second. Tell me a little bit about where you're from and about cruising the coast.
Okay, well, from Lamar, Texas, little town south of Houston, between Houston and Galveston. This is our 7th year to come to Cruising the Coast. Started in 1999. Wouldn't miss it for the world if we could.
Last year we didn't get to come because of Katrina, circumstances, but this year they getting back. It's a lot of, it's a lot of things you can't see here that you used to see, like the old homes and all, but it's a lot of things to do at Cruising the Coast this year, and I'm going to show the people back in Alabama that watch this show over the next 8 weeks what they missed because they're not here.
I think they'd miss a good time. If you're into old cars, you can't find anything better than this, especially for our part of the country. This is the best thing we have going.
Okay, 61 Pontiac Bonneville. Tell me a little bit about your Pontiac.
It's a 61 Bonneville convertible. Bought the car out of Iowa. The car had a frame-off restoration about 8 or 10 years ago. It's an original California car. Bucket seats, 8-lug wheels, power steering, brakes, power antenna, wonder-bar radio. Just a real nice driver quality car, not a showpiece, but
you must want a 61 Pontiac bad if you live in Texas and you went that far to get it.
Well, I do this a lot. Yes, I'd go anywhere for a nice Pontiac. I'm a Pontiac nut.
All right, what kind of motor and all you got in it?
It's a factory 389 with a 4-barrel and the hydromatic 4-speed transmission.
Now, I've interviewed some of the Bonnevilles like this in the 60s, 61. Some of them had them 3 deuces on it. And the guys told me they actually took them off, put a regular 4-barrel on it because it's a whole lot easier to keep it running because the 3 deuces are hard.
The 3 deuces you're referring to, Pontiac calls them tri-power, and actually I have one for the car. I haven't put it on yet. It's a show and tell thing. People like that and they're impressed with it, but quite honestly, they run better with a 4-barrel. They're a lot less trouble.
Yeah, you like it better when there's no trouble.
That's true.
Okay, this original color for it?
Yes, it is.
Now, what color you call it?
It's called Coronado Red.
Coronado Red. Mm-hmm. And, Pontiacs back in the 60s, they was competing with the muscle cars just like the Chevrolets and the Fords.
That's true.
And when you had a car like this, now, This day and time, like if you buy a new Corvette, such as I've got the C5 there, if you buy a Z06 that's got the high horsepower, you can't buy a convertible. They won't sell it to you because they say it's too much horsepower, safety, you'll get hurt.
Right.
But back then, you could buy a convertible with anything you wanted in it, really.
That's true. You can go into the dealer and they laid a dealer album out in front of you. You picked the car out. You chose exactly what you want. Now today you go in and you pick out a color. Back then you ordered a car specifically to what you wanted.
Now, did you drive down or haul it?
No, we trailered it down. My girlfriend Julie likes air conditioning and it doesn't have it, so we trailered it with my truck.
Where's Julie at?
Julie's right over there.
Hey, Julie, you know, that's something else tickled me about air conditioning. Remember when we was teenagers?
Never needed it. Didn't
We
want
didn't-
it.
we
Didn't
didn't
imagine I'd ever want it.
We didn't know what air conditioning was.
No.
Well, I remember a fan blowing on me, but that's about it.
That's true.
And a convertible, you never found the convertibles in the 60s, 61, 62s with air conditioning. 90%, 95% of them didn't have air.
That's right.
Because they said in the 60s, if you got a convertible top and you hot, put the top down.
That's right.
It's a whole lot easier.
That's true.
Are you going to try to put air on it, or
No.
just
No,
leave
I'm
it?
pretty much a stickler for originality, and I won't change that. No.
How long you staying? How long you been here?
We came in Sunday afternoon, and we'll be leaving probably Friday afternoon. We've been here almost a week.
And you seen about everything you can see?
Well, we've been everywhere. This is a very tragic thing what they have with Katrina. All these homes are gone and all that. These people have done a beautiful job of cleaning this place up. And we've had a great time, and we always do. It'll be bigger and better.
Well, and if you look around Biloxi, I was saying earlier, if you look around Biloxi, look what's going on. I mean, they're working to, build the place back.
They'll overcome.
Each and every day.
There's no question. They will overcome.
Anything else you want to do with the car, Joe?
No, not really. I pretty much enjoy it the way it is. I don't like to make them too nice, and you don't like to drive them. You're afraid you're going to hurt them. It's just a very nice driver, and I'll enjoy it, continue to enjoy it just the way it is.
Now, it's hot in Alabama. I know Texas is hotter than Alabama
hot.
is.
It's very
What's her
hot.
name?
Julie.
I don't blame you, Julie. Texas is hot. But I bet you don't ride around Texas with the top up either.
No, usually if we're in it, at least the windows are down, and almost always the top is down as well.
Tell you what, Joe, got a great looking car.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being on Big Boys Toys. And on behalf of Cruising the Coast staff, I've been talking to them over the last 6 months. I appreciate you and all these people that come to Cruising the Coast. They didn't just stay away because of Katrina. You can't.
No, and we appreciate y'all having us.
We'll be right back.
When you have an accident and your car breaks down the road, you have so much on your mind, you don't know where to turn. I've got your answer. Skinner's Body Shop and Record Service here in Oxford, Alabama has 24-hour towing 7 days a week. They'll be there when you need them. Also, remember, when you do have that unexpected accident, you can choose the body shop of your choice to repair your vehicle. And the Skinner name has been known for professionalism and attention to detail for service for their customers for over 45 years. So stop by or call Skinner's Body Shop today. Tell them Barry Miller sent you by. A lot of people, when you say molded carpet, they don't know what you're talking about. Auto Custom Carpet right here on Noble Street, downtown Anniston. Ken Hell and his staff, they have molded carpet for your vehicle. Molded carpet means it fits right in your vehicle. Pre-cut, all you have to do is pick out the color, tell them the make of the car, go in there on Monday, order that carpet. Guess what? Towards the end of the week, they'll be calling you to pick it up. Go home, it will lay right in that car. Any type car made, they have it right there at Auto Custom Carpet. Go by today or call and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boys Toys sent you by. In the state of Alabama, one thing that better be working perfect is that air conditioning. For all of your central heating and air conditioning needs, contact Wayne Mizell at Mizell Heating and Air Condition here in Oxford. They are state certified, bonded, and insured. Wayne and his staff do service, installation, new construction, and that yearly inspection. Every time you get a yearly inspection on that air conditioning unit, they check the Freon and check everything out, and it saves on that power bill. So give a call today at 835-0509. Tell them Barry Miller told you to call.
Next vehicle, Bob Bronner, a 1940 Cadillac Fleetwood. Bob, welcome to Big Boys Toys.
Yeah, pleased to meet you.
I seen Bob pull up out there, and I had to go up there and catch him quick. I said, that has got to be one of the prettiest Cadillacs. Check that out. How many remembers the 40 Cadillac? You better not raise your hand. If you do, you're telling your age. I don't remember. It was here 25 years before I was. No, 15 years, excuse me. Tell me a little bit about your Cadillac, Bob.
It looks like it's pretty well factory stock, but it's not. It has a 472 cubic inch engine in it from a 1973 Cadillac. The entire drivetrain, transmission, rear end, rated about 500 horsepower. And I believe at one time Al Capone was in the trunk. I'm not sure about that. It came from Illinois itself.
Came from Illinois. He might have been in there, but they done chopped him up a little bit. You ain't got much of a trunk. Well, it might be deep that way, but it ain't much this way.
You can get a body in there.
Well, you gotta put him head first. You can't get him sideways in there. Now, what made you pick the Cadillac to restore?
It wasn't so much the Cadillac as I wanted the big sedan. I just wanted a large sedan. And you know, I had other rods and coupes, and I had a sedan before, and I just wanted to go back to sedan. I just wanted a large sedan with a hot engine in it.
Now, the Ford, did you find it around here, or where are you from, first of all?
My home is just outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, so you come a long ways cruising the coast, too.
Yeah, I've been down here since November will be a year helping out the Katrina folks.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I had it shipped down here a week ago.
So you knew cruising the coast was coming, you said, oh, good time to show my car off.
Absolutely.
Just
yes,
ship
sir.
it on down here.
Yeah, bring it on down. Let's show it off.
Now, how long have you been here working with the Katrina?
Next month be a year.
It's changed a lot in a year, right?
Yes, it has. It's been improving, but there's still a lot of work to do.
Right.
Lots of work to go.
Me and my producer and director and a bunch of my staff was riding down the Imperial Palace. We're staying there, and we was trying to remember what was here, what was there, because we come every year.
Yes.
And I said, well, I was telling Jerry Carter standing out there, I said, that used to be the La Chateau. We stayed there for 3 or 4 years, but it's just a lot now.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't rebuild it back, and I said, a lot of things has changed, but they're rebuilding a lot down here of the same thing that was there.
Yes, they are.
And they're trying to get back on their feet as fast as they can. Mm-hmm. Now, what color do you call that? Black?
Jet black.
On black?
Jet black, yes, sir.
Jet black. Now, did you do the registration on it, or was it done already?
No, I mostly purchased the way it is right now. It actually came from a fella in Chicago that had a antique limousine business, and he had 5 of them. And his wife said that she was sick and tired of having all these sedans around. She wanted to buy something else in her, what she called her fleet, And she went out and got a roadster, a LaSalle roadster. And so the poor fellow, Dan, I got it off. He had no room for it. He says, one of them got to go, and that's how I ended up with it.
Were you glad he had to buy the roadster?
Yes, I am. I'm glad his wife wanted something else.
Now, you said you wanted a sedan. Was it in the Cadillac family or any kind of big sedan?
I was flexible. I was looking at Chrysler, Chevrolet, and any big sedan. I mean, in the older era, I wanted something younger than, older, I should say, than 1950. I wanted it in the 40s, maybe 30s. I would have considered.
So he actually restored these things before the gas went up or after?
Yeah, before, way before.
Way before the gas.
Yes, sir.
Well, you can see why, putting gas in this thing for a limousine service.
Yes, sir. And besides that, Barry, it has 2 air conditioning units in it. One in front in the dash, and one in the rear, because they use it for weddings and other occasions. They got to keep the people cool.
Right.
So,
now the wedding in the back, that's just an extra add-on, or?
It sits up underneath the trunk and blows the cool air down underneath their feet.
Oh, so it comes up from the feet up.
It actually has 2 compressors on it.
Yeah. If you get them hot in there, they ain't gonna hire you the next time.
That's correct. That's correct.
Anything else you want to do to it, Bob?
I do want to put some tinted glass in it. That's one thing I have in mind. And beyond that, I just pretty well want to leave it the way it is.
Now, you haul it down or drive it?
No, I had it.
That's right. You had it shipped.
I had it shipped down. Yes, sir.
See, I'll talk to a lot of people, so I'll have to remember all that. So you're gonna ship it back then?
Most likely it's going to be down here about maybe 2 months, and I'll drive it back around Thanksgiving.
So
to Philadelphia.
Now, how long were you going to be here in Biloxi? Do you know?
They're telling me that my project should end up about the first year, but I like it down there. I just might tell the wife she don't come down. Bye-bye. No, I'm only kidding.
No.
Kidding.
Yeah. I started to say, if you got one of these videos coming, your wife will see this. Then what you going to say? Yeah, you'll be living in Biloxi, all right. And she'll tell you to send the Cadillac home.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're going to get the Cadillac.
Yeah. I better look for a used FEMA trailer then,
Now, have you been driving around this week? Just
yes, I have been.
At it?
Yes, having
what
a good time.
What do they say when they see it?
Everyone says it's gorgeous. They taking pictures, waving. The little kids give me the peace sign.
Best thing to do when you stop and get gas. Usually it takes 5 minutes to get gas. It's going to take you 35. Because somebody's going to ask you something.
Yes, they did.
You're going to be there a while, and they're going to ask you a lot of questions.
There was a gentleman yesterday, in fact, that was gassing up. He came over and he was admiring it, and he says, absolutely gorgeous. He says, I don't know what it's worth. He said, I don't want to know. He said, probably I couldn't afford it. But
Yeah, you can buy a couple of new Cadillacs. What that's going to cost you? Easy.
Yes, sir.
Even the two-seater Cadillacs. Tell you what, good-looking vehicle. Appreciate you being on the show.
Barry, yep, thank
We'll
you.
be right back with Big Boyz Toys. Yes, we're in Biloxi, Mississippi, cruising the coast. You ought to be here. We'll be right back. Mount Cheahaw Harley-Davidson, right here in Oxford, Alabama, Davis Loop Road.
They're your Harley-Davidson dealer for this area. In my opinion, they're a Harley-Davidson dealer all areas. Stop by and see Keith or George today. They have about 40 Harleys on display. Buy a new Harley. They have used Harleys. Clothes, you people like the Harley leather. They got any type of Harley clothing you want. Helmets, you name it, it's right there. All you guys with Harleys want to put that extra chrome on that brand new Harley. They got any type of chrome you could want. Stop by Mount Cheahaw Harley-Davidson today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. Looking for a classic car? Don't know where to look? I got the answer for you. Austin Hines Motors in Arab, Alabama. Austin has 55, 56, 57 Chevrolets, Camaros, Chevelles, Novas, Corvettes, any type of classic car you could want. He has it in one location. They have over 100 classic cars in stock. They also have cars that you can rebuild yourself and restore yourself right there at that location. He's also the largest wrecker and rollback dealer for this area. So call Austin today, 256-931-2277. Tell him I told you to call. Tired of sitting around on weekends with nothing to do? Let me tell you what, I got your answer. The Brandon Iron Saloon, right past Warner on Highway 78, open from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. 6 days a week. They have dart boards, pool tables, you name it, they have it right there. They invite groups to come out. They got a nice location for groups. Bands on the weekend, live music every weekend. Hey, each and every night they got something going on at the Brandon Iron Saloon. So you don't know what it is till you show up. Go out there today, tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by.
Next vehicle, Ken Pierce, a 1966 Chevy Nova. Ken, welcome to Big Boyz Toys.
Nice to meet you, Barry.
One of my favorite cars, and I interview a lot of cars, but I like the little Nova.
I
I call
do
them the little box cars.
Yeah.
Because it looked like a little box, and most of them don't weigh much and got big old motors in them.
That's right.
Tell me about your car.
I purchased a car about a year ago. I've always been in love with the Novas. I had a couple of 65s that I used to drag race in, and I'm a big block nut. You know, I love big motors. And I found this car. It already had the big block in it, and purchased it out of Colorado. It's got a 700 R4 transmission, overdrive transmission. It's got the Mustang 2 front end suspension on it.
Oh no, you didn't put no Ford under that front of that Chevrolet.
Well, actually, I've got
explain.
another Ford
You got
part
to
under it.
explain that now.
It's the room.
Oh,
Room. You know those Chevy 2s are kind of small
Tight.
in that engine compartment, but yeah, we had to widen that up, give it some breathing room, and then need to stouten up that rear end, so we put a 4 9-inch under it. So it's posi track, a little sleeper car.
so what size motor's in it?
468.
468.
Yep.
Now, you say you found it in Colorado. Was it already restored, or what all did you
Yeah,
do?
it was mostly restored. I had a 66 Chevelle, but I'd been in Iraq and I came back in January, and like I said, Novas has always been a car of my dreams. And when I was over there, I said, I'm gonna get me one when I come home. And I did. And I found this one there and had them ship it to me.
A lot of times over there, you got a lot of time to think about what you want when you get back.
You sure do. And you appreciate everything you
You
got.
appreciate everything you had here and everything you're going to get when you get home.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where are you from? Well, you said you went to Colorado to get it.
Yes, sir. I'm from Hattiesburg. I've lived in Mississippi all my life.
So you want to know bad if you went to Colorado from Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
That's
sir.
pretty good.
I
I thought
wanted
from Oxford, Alabama to Biloxi, Mississippi was a long ways this morning. I told them when I got here, I got that yellow C5 right there, and I was kidding with them. I told them when I got here, I said, now look yonder, I'd kill 15 million bugs. I said, it can't be a bug between here and Oxford, Alabama, because I had them all on that car.
Yeah, the bugs are bad down in the south.
And the love bugs are really tough.
They're really tough.
Now-
Tough on these show cars.
When you bought it, was it already painted red and everything done?
Yes,
to it?
yes. It's Porsche Guard red, and it's got 7 coats clear on it. It looks good.
Anything else you want to do to the car?
Yeah, I'm never satisfied with my vehicle. It'll never be a never-ending process. I'm going to pull the front end off this winter, and we're going to put air ride suspension on the front and the rear, so we can lower it down and make it a little bit more stable. It's still got the original leaf springs on the rear.
Yeah,
It
and
makes
you know,
it-
it makes it ride a little rougher than.
Yeah, a little rougher, and with all that horsepower, it'll get squirrely on you.
That is a big old bug. Let me ask you, if you remember, see how far you go back. You don't go back far as I do. I remember they used to take these and take them leaf springs and put spacers back there, about this long,
Yes.
to bring it up in the back. And then in the front on the springs, you had these little bitty, we call them spacers. You put it in there and put a socket wrench on it and turn it.
Yes.
And it'd make the front end
Hey,
come
I've done
up.
all that. I've done all
But
that.
if you rode down that street right there and hit a bump, your teeth would bounce till you got at the base.
That's right.
To the, 2 miles, your teeth going.
It was rough.
It was, but we loved it. We had to have it when we was teenagers.
That's right.
I tell the people all the time back in Alabama that them 2 guys there, they were you.
No, sir.
Oh.
No, sir.
They're looking at this, and I know they're about the same way I am. How many times have you set of rally wheels and throw them in the backyard and put a set of keystones on a car? Yep. Now go buy a set of 8-inch rallies, see what they cost you.
That's right.
Because you can put rally wheels on a Volkswagen and make it look good.
right.
It don't
That's
make no
right.
difference what you put
Yep.
it on. It's going to look good.
That's good.
Tell you what, good looking Nova. Appreciate you being on the
Appreciate
show.
it, Barry. Appreciate
We'll
it.
be right back. Big Boyz Toys, Biloxi, Mississippi. Gulfport's nice, but we're in Biloxi. We'll be right back.
Farmers and Merchants Bank. Farmers and Merchants Bank's got 4 locations to serve you. Piedmont, Anniston, Oxford, and downtown Jacksonville. 90 years of service. I'll tell you what, Farmers and Merchants Bank is the bank. You know, it's not like any other bank around. You can go in and they get your decision today. They make your decision on a loan or whatever you need right in that location. You have a personal banker that takes care of you right here. You don't have to send it to Birmingham, Charlotte, or anywhere. Go by one of the Farmers and Merchants Bank today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. You know, when someone smiles at you during the day, it kind of makes you feel great all over. Dr. Travis Phillips and his friendly staff right here in Oxford, Alabama, says stop by their office and they'll help put that beautiful smile on your face. They have teeth whitening, general dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, dental hygienist, oral surgery, everything right here in Oxford, Alabama. He has full x-rays and partial x-rays that he does right in his office, and you'll find out right then what he needs to do. They got professional staff. They have a saying, go the extra mile for the beautiful smile. Stop by and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. You know, 90% of most homeowners don't know they have a pest or termite problem until they have a very expensive repair bill. Why not let the professional staff at Rice Pest Control inspect your home before it happens? With 50 years of experience in Northeast Alabama and with their free termite inspection for new customers, don't you think it's better be safe than sorry? Call Tracy Rice today or one of his sales staff. Tell him Barry Miller told you to call. Hey, if you mention Big Boyz Toys, you get 50% off your first initial service. So call them today at 1-800-850-4661.
82 Chevrolet S10 pickup, Andy Dito. Andy, welcome to Big Boyz Toys. I said Dito. That sounds like it's about that long, right? About 4 letters. His name is that long.
Yep,
And say Dito when you're done.
you got it.
Tell me a little bit about your truck.
Built a little 82 S10. It was actually the first year they built the S10 pickup truck. I built a 406 underneath the hood. It's got a little 3500 stall with a tricked out 350 transmission. I got a 410 Detroit locker in it with full adjustable ladder bars in it. I got a nitrous system in it plus fire extinguisher system in it.
About how many horsepower you running?
She's probably somewhere around about 6.
With the nitrous
No,
up.
No.
I said, and the nitrous, then what?
I don't know.
Just
Your
hold.
guess is good as me. Hold on.
When you push the nitrous, aim it and hold on.
Yes, sir.
That's the best thing.
That's all I can tell you.
You said you from right here in Gulfport.
Right here in Gulfport, Mississippi.
We're going to talk about the S10 in a moment. Tell me a little bit about how y'all felt back September of last year, and cruising the coast coming back.
September was really, really hard. When the storm hit and everything, there was just so much destruction here on the coast with everything it's like I've lived here all my life and I ride down roads and I have to stop for a minute and realize, well, what road am I on, because everything's gone. I've lived here so long, I'm used to seeing houses and stuff. Oh, we got to turn here, now they're gone. And it's going to take a long time to rebuild it back, but we're not going to give up. We're going to come in back.
We was having a hard time going down 90, figuring out where things was, and you're from Gulfport, and it's still hard.
It's still hard because you really, you live here so long, you don't pay attention really to street name. You say, well, oh, that's so-and-so's house, we turn here. Or there's a hotel, you turn here, and now, a lot of that's gone on the beach.
Cruising the coast last year, y'all missed it?
Oh, man, you know about missing it. It's unreal.
I was here. I came down. I did a big car show back at the Motorsports Hall of Fame, Talladega, in October. and we both bought 4 car haulers down here full of goods and pulled it. I think it's Kmart over here, and we stayed here for 2 days. And you know, we was telling our wives when we was going down through there today, you know, they seen the destruction today. They said, I can't believe this. I can't. And me and Jerry was telling them, you should have been here last October when we came through. It looks a whole lot better now.
Oh, it's a whole lot cleaner now compared to the way it was. I mean, you know, when you was down here, like during there was stuff all over the streets, and I mean, it was just unbelievable.
Half of 90 was gone. We'd have to go aways, cut over, go aways, cut up, go aways.
Yes.
How long has it been since you built the truck?
Actually, the last time I put the truck together was for year 2000, Cruising the Coast, and it was on the cover of Cruising the Coast for 2000.
For 2000. So that was actually the cover of the magazine.
Yep.
When I was down here in October last year, the Gulfport police, I talked to them. They took me on a little tour down here. They said, we'd love to have them back today. I said, well, next year when we come back, don't get us doing no burnouts. Now, do you ever get out and do a burnout? I know you from here. Yeah. You probably don't do it.
Oh, no, we never do no burnouts because, you know, you get in trouble if you're doing burnouts.
What are them people laughing at you for? I mean, you're from here. This is your hometown. You wouldn't do that.
Because they know I'm lying on TV here, you know, because they know I'm going to do it.
I mean, they think only people does that is us crazy people from Alabama and the people in Louisiana.
Oh, no.
You know.
I mean, you start smelling racing fuel and rubber, you can't help yourself.
I was staying at La Chateau, and that was a good stoplight for burnouts. So we would take buckets of water and throw out there to get them going. So we got tired of the buckets of water. So we run a water hose from the building down there, and we was taking turns wetting the street. And I'm standing there holding the water hose in the street like this. I heard a door shut, and I looked, and this little female police officer about this tall, she walks up and she said, what you doing? I said, watering the grass. She said, yeah, right. I thought I was going to jail in Biloxi, Mississippi. She said, put that water hose down, don't touch it. I said, ma'am, I won't look at the water hose till I go back to Alabama. I hadn't seen much of it today.
Right.
And it's not as much cruising on the road. But come Friday night, it's going to be more cars because more people coming in.
Yeah, there's going to be so many more people coming in as the cruise starting. I guarantee you on Friday, probably tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you're going to see more and more cars coming into the area. And then you're going to see a lot more stuff happening around here.
What else you want to do with the truck?
Absolutely nothing.
Drive it and push the nitrous.
Drive it and have fun.
That girl right there, that lady right there on the right way in the white?
No, that's John's. Mine's at the house tonight. She'll be with me tomorrow.
You gonna let her ride?
Oh, yeah.
Now the most important question, you gonna let her drive?
If she wants to, she can.
I don't know if you eat at Waffle House or she cooks.
She cook good.
She looks like it. If she wants to drive that truck, let her. You look like me.
There you go.
Appreciate you being on the
You're
show.
welcome.
We'll be right back with Big Boyz Toyz. Let me tell you about a place right here in North Alabama that was voted one of the #1 romantic locations in the state of Alabama. Covenant Cove Lodge and Marina in Gunnersville, Alabama is that place. From weddings, family reunions, class reunions, bass tournaments, or just that quiet getaway for two, Covenant Cove is your answer. They have the Blue Parrot restaurant and lounge right on property. They have great food, good entertainment each and every night. They will assist you in planning and booking everything for your special event. Call Pam or one of the sales staff today at Covenant Cove and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz told you to call. Triplet Paint and Decorating right here on Wilmer Avenue in Anniston is your home improvement headquarters for this area. They have DeVoe, Benjamin Moore, and Coronado paints that go on good and look great once they're on. They also have all the materials needed to do that special job around the house. Carpets, they carry Shaw and Mohawk. Hardwood floors by Robin, so everything is in one location. Remember, DeVoe, Benjamin Moore, and Coronado paints are used by professionals all over the United States, and it's one of the best on the market. Stop by today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz told you to stop by. You know, a great privilege we have as U.S. citizens is that we can vote for a candidate of our choice in a general election regardless of our parties. When we look for a circuit judge, we want someone with integrity, honesty, and knowledge of the law. Brian Howell is that candidate. A graduate of Alexander High School, JSU, and the University of Alabama Law School, Brian has served as citizens in the United States Armed